Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is a personal YouTube reading, number 1981. And I know you allowed me to use your name in the reading, but I'm actually not going to use your name because you are not really well protected in the realm of spirits and deities. And I'm not going to use your name because when I access you, especially in the underworld, it's so easy to trace you. So I'm actually want you to be safe. So I'm not using your name and I'm not saying it aloud. And I also want to suggest for you, if you're ever going to be practicing, especially dark arts of magic, or if you're going to be working with demons or spirits that you're not aware of their, like if they're more on the malicious side, if they're evil, or if they tricksters. So if you ever gonna work with the realm in the realm of spirits, don't use your name. Make sure you choose another name that may resonate with yours. Even you can use the same letters but change it so it's not easily trackable in the realm of spirits, because for demons and ghosts and deities, name is like a sigil. So name, the sound of our names or their names, is actually something that gives the power to unlock their abilities or to see them or even to hex or harm them. So for you it's the same. Your name is it has like a lot of resonance in the realm of spirits, and it gives them access to the things that you might not like. And also when it comes to giving your first name to strangers, you can also use a nickname, or like you can change your name a little bit, because if there is a witch in front of you and she wants to harm you or hex you, your name is the first thing that she needs to actually like give your bad energy, for example. So I recommend you to change your name when you're working. Other than that, I will start with the reading, and I'm going to be starting with palm reading. So I have your palm right here, and I wanted to let you know first, like, first of all, your palm is very artistic, very creative. If you think like that, the whole the way you palm shaped, it gives me the idea that you're very like intelligent human being, that you're very soft, and you're very you know, your energy is very soft. Like you are so like flowy like water. You have a lot of resonance with water, and you have a lot of resonance with nature, and you are so beautiful and so like, you know, like sometimes you give me the vibes of a fairy. Literally, that was the first thing I saw in you, like fairy or mermaid. So like this mythical creature, not like even human being. And when I found you in the underworld, it's the same thing. It's like you are so beautiful, and you're so like subtle. You're so fragile that you sometimes you give this feeling for others that they want you, like they want to harm you, because they're not used to people like you, so they don't understand what it is, and in order to protect themselves they want to put you down. So if you ever have like for example headaches, some kind of like sicknesses that come in your way that you cannot explain, or if you feel drowsy when you talk to people, it's because they're actually subconsciously harming you or taking away your energy because they don't know how to deal with you. You have very unusual energy, you have very unusual vibe. You are unusual human being. I would say to you that maybe I feel you more like a creature, like a mythical creature, like a mythical being than actually a human being. So because of that, it's very easy to harm you, because you actually vibrate on different like energies than other humans. Anything to do with voice or sound is something that is very relatable to you. So for example, you are a born energy healer, but if you ever decide to heal people as a profession, you should use your energy more and your voice, like music, anything like that. And I see that you're born with many gifts and abilities. Like right here you see this huge like a tree branch or tree root. This specific sign that tells me that in one of your past lives you used to be a dryad. They used to be like this like creatures. They used to be like the goddesses of nature, like the goddesses of trees. They used to live in trees, especially oak trees, and that's the sign that tells me that you are one of them. I was looking for you in the realm of spirits, and I found you. One of the reincarnations you used to have, you actually used to be a water nymph, and her name was Erato. She was the priestess of the god Pan. So now you ask me what kind of entities or deities are trying to contact or work with you. So Pan is still your patron deity. You, in the world of spirits, you still the priestess of Pan, and Erato used to be your name. So if you wanna do your research on yourself, be my guest. You actually have a lot of connection with ancient Greece. You had so many reincarnation there. There is something about your soul that you were going back and exploring more and more and more. You traveled there. You've been on a ship. You traveled with the Argonauts as well, and you visited so many places. So nowadays, if you ever wanted to go to Greece, it's because you've been there for so many times. You because you're really connected to dryads and to trees and to nature. One of the goddesses of ancient Greece who was always best friends with dryads used to be Artemis. She was working with you guys, she was protecting you guys, she used to be friends because she also was like a goddess of war, so she was very open to nature and to all four elements, and she was always with you. So in this lifetime she's also working with you and trying to contact you. I don't know if you're already working with her because it's such a natural thing. It's like she even embedded in your palm. Like if you can see this kind of A here, that's the sign of goddess Artemis. So she is your matron deity as well. So if you ever wanted to pick a matron deity, so she's the one, Artemis. When it comes to your spirit guides, because here this is a specific sign that actually tells me that your main spirit guide was your ancestors. It's a male energy, so he was a shaman. He was a shaman in 11th century. He came from the north. I would say it would be some kind of like country like Canada, for example, nowadays Canada or Alaska. So he was a shaman from there. So he is your blood ancestor. He came to you when you were 16 years old. So he literally stood beside you because he knew that you are the one who is gifted and you can carry his gift. He literally asked you to continue his path and doing witchcraft and doing like work that he used to do. One of the things he asks you to do, I don't know if you remember, if you even noticed at 16 that something happened to you. It was like a gate. You have this interesting mark on your physical body that represents like the gates are being open, and he opened them for you. So those were the gates for spirit realm. So you got the access to the realm of spirits and deities. So you have to work with spirits if you want to heal people, because I said, like I mentioned, that you are an energy healer. So if you heal people, you heal them as medium by working with spirits, by accepting the help of your ancestor. I cannot give you his name because the name that I saw, it wasn't written in like letters that I can understand it more, like it's written in sigils. So if you ever wanted to find out his name, you have to use your pendulum or Ouija board or even tarot cards and give them specific letters, and then make sure when you communicate with your ancestors, ask him for the name. He always with you, he's standing behind you since you were 16. He will never leave your side, and it's like this feeling of empowerment, like you're never alone. There is always someone standing and helping you. He guides you a lot. He doesn't talk or he doesn't really communicate through, like, for example, angelic numbers or anything like that. He usually shows you, especially in nature. It's like the answers to your questions are shown. They're not written, they don't come through your phone, for example, social media. It's in the nature. So for you, it's essential to spend time in nature, essential to be in the forests or next to the big waters like seas or ocean, because that's how he talks to you. Having a shamanic blood, it also tells me that you are born with abilities to be a practicing witch. You actually do have a sign of a witch here, and demonic ladder, which tells me that you're protected from demons. And I think one of the reasons why, because he used to be working with demons before and now he's protecting you as well. So you shouldn't be worrying when you're casting spells or doing magic or rituals for customers. You shouldn't be worrying that it's going to come back to you, because it's already like, it's there. It's, you are protected and he's protecting you, so nothing bad gonna come to you. Being a born witch with shamanic blood tells me that you are supposed to be casting spells, you're supposed to be working with clients, you're supposed to take on work, you're supposed to help people. This is your purpose in life, because the longer you are running away from your gifts and abilities, like literally running away from yourself, nothing good gonna come. Like your life gonna just never gonna be the way you imagine it or you want it. It's kind of unfortunate because you're born gifted, so you have to follow this path. But also, I know that your left and right palm, because right palm is the destiny palm, and your left palm is the palm that shows me your free will, so the life that you make for yourself. And I know that you're trying to follow your destiny. You feel the calling, you acknowledge the calling, your divine purpose, but sometimes you just don't see it clearly. Sometimes you're trying to fit in and you're trying to be normal, and because of that, a lot of things are not happening the way they're supposed to happen for you, because you are born to be independent. You're born to help people, and you're born to be like a guide, a leader for a lot of people, because you, first of all, you can heal them, not only physically but mentally as well, but also you can guide them to better life, because you have the knowledge of being open to the realm of spirits and to see clearly there, to answer people's question, to lead them to better, and to guide them even just by doing the things that you're supposed to do, and people just gonna follow you. I see that your connection with your ancestors, like here, the ancestor that's supposed to be your main spirit guide, it's established, but you guys don't talk. It's like he is reaching out, but you're silent. You are not receiving his advice or anything. I see there is another ancestors coming to you like really recently. It's like someone passed away maybe a few years ago, and this person now became your spirit guide as well. It could be even family that is not immediate family, so you might not be aware of this person, but this person is with you as well. So again, I recommend you to establish the names, because this is your blood family. I want to show you something unusual, like this sign here on your palm, like this. This is the star of mage. This represents your ability to become a mage or a witch at a professional level. Because it's here, this is actually the place on your palm that represents your career, so it means you're supposed to become professional. So even if you are thinking about your career path, whatever it is on your mind, first of all, you're supposed to be your own boss, you're supposed to be independent, and you're supposed to work for yourself. And second of all, whatever it is you choose, because you're still not clearly, like, you're not really following your destiny, so you can do some kind of like changes to your life path. So even if you want to do something normal, you still have to intertwine it with your magic, with your abilities and your skills and gifts. So if you want, for example, to open an online store, at least try to sell there, among other normal things that you would sell, try to sell something that you put your magical touch, like a spell, or even the names of the things that you sell. Add something magical, add something supernatural nature to them. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. It's like if you don't use your magic, if you don't use your gifts and abilities, your life will never be the way it's supposed to be, and your life's supposed to be magnificent and really interesting. I see that you're not really showing you to a lot of people, but the people that's supposed to come to your life are all magical. Your partner is supposed to be amazing. Your kids that gonna come, if you ever choose to have kids, are supposed to be also gifted and special. You have a writer in your family, author. Someone close to you is supposed to write a book that's gonna be really like famous and really important. And I see that in your past lives you've been writing a lot, so you actually have the abilities to help anyone to create this amazing book. So it's kind of one of your purposes in life as well. When it comes to your spirit guides, you can ask a lot of deities to come to you. You can work with angels, with demons, you can work with deities that you choose. You can even work with shamanic spirits. It's like whatever you choose, you can work, because you don't really have like specific paths, because you're born witch, you have shamanic blood, you possess the mark of mage. So it means you can choose your path, you can choose anything you want, but as long as it resonates. I feel like right now, this part of your palm actually shows me that you are still not aware of your potential. You still don't know where to go. You still don't know which path to choose. So sometimes you get stuck. Sometimes you try different things but they don't work out for you. So the only way for you to realize what it is that you are, what it is that you want to do, is actually practice. So the more you practice, the better. The more mistakes you make, and in your case, it's not even the practice itself, it's the mistakes. Mistakes are crucial to you, because the mistakes are showing what's supposed to be done. They show, like when you disappointed at something, that's how you know you don't like it, you don't want to do this anymore. So this is the way for you to learn from, like, not like negative things, but from disappointments. Because when you reach something, when you achieve something, sometimes you lose the interest because it's done and you know how it's to do, and you move on, and you kind of like never go back again. So for you, the disappointments are the things that actually drive you forward. And when it comes to working with spirits, I see in 5 years, someone special gonna come to your life. You have this spot on your palm. It's called the cave. It's like the cave of hermit. So it means in 5 years, something gonna happen to you, like some kind of like a glitch on your life path that's gonna make you hermiting for a few months, like maybe 6 months or 9 months, that you're gonna be spending by yourself. This time gonna make you realize who you truly are. This time is gonna be crucial for you to coming into your power and understanding your life purpose clearly. Until this time, you have 5 years of trying things, experimenting. Next 5 years, there is nothing like extreme that you should do or accomplish or achieve. It's like it's normal path of like you giving it time to realize what it is you want and who you want to be. And then when it comes the hermit cave time, that's when you're gonna be taking life-changing decisions. That's when you're gonna have to make your choices for the rest of your life. And 5 years is a lot of time to experiment and to try out things. Being a witch like you have the power to manifest a lot of things. So for example, if you're already aware of the situation that this in 5 years this hermit cave might be happening, and if you want to avoid it, make sure that you come to this point when you need to do the decision on your own terms. Don't wait for the universe to like crush you or punish you and make you go through this cave-in hermiting experience. Just think clearly now. Decide what you really want. Decide what you want to be, and do it now. Do it on your own terms. When it comes to your future, it's all about how do you see yourself literally in 5 years. Where do you want to be? It's not even about the country. It's about your personal journey, your soul's journey. Where do you want to be? How do you want to be seen by others? Literally, the answer you should answer now to yourself, like the question you should ask is who I am. And what is it, for example, in 2 years, what do you want to tell people you meet, strangers that you meet? Who are you when they ask you? Maybe it's not even your job, it's not even your career or where are you from. It's like literally, what do you want to be? And decide it now, so then you don't have to go through this hermiting experience in 5 years. And manifest the thing that you really, really want, and ask for help from any deity that you choose to. Now, I would really recommend for you to concentrate on Artemis and Pan, and then you see how it's going to be working out with you, because you have to finish the cycle of your past life, especially this the Dryad and the Nymph past life, because it's like the first thing I saw when I found you there in the underworld. This was the first reincarnation that were so powerful, and they still there. It's like you're still supposed to finish, you're still supposed to do your research, and you're still supposed to realize the things that you've been missing in the past lives of being a Dryad and a Nymph. And this ancient Greece, it's standing up for you, like it's so clearly there, and there is so many answers for you there, and so many questions as well. So maybe even learn about mythology or ancient Greek gods and goddesses, because this is something that is very important for you on your path. This is something that you should to like really spend your time learning and experimenting with. And I think this is the most that stood out for me when I was looking into you. So good luck with your ancient Greece adventures for sure. Now I want to move on with tarot cards and see what comes there. I also want to mention that you're actually very close to people. It's like it's very hard to talk to you because you don't give out much of information about yourself. You choose who your friends are. You are very, you you're a beautiful person, you're giving out angelic vibes, but you also you look for strangers that you're so confident, and they're scared of talking to you even though you're so kind and generous, and you're like loving and caring. But I feel sometimes you're so scared of showing yourself that you showing something that it's not even you at the moment, and it's very hard to approach you. But the people who do approach you, they become your friends, because those are the people who can see clearly, who understand like who you are, and why you like this. It's like for example, I feel when you just stand somewhere in the line and you don't look friendly, and because you look too much like too confident, you look like you are a famous actress or a model or something like that, and then when people actually approach you and ask you a question, you start smiling and you like opening up like it's sunshine. And for them it's such a huge difference. You probably even heard a lot that you actually doesn't look like the person you are inside, like the way you look like doesn't reflect you, like doesn't reflect who you are whatsoever, which is really unusual, but it has something to do with you still not knowing who you are and still trying to figure out few like puzzles of your soul. But you're gonna come to this. It's soon you're gonna realize everything that's happening, and you might be surprised of the things you're gonna discover about yourself. I'm just gonna pull a few cards and see what spirits, guides, or deities, if they wanna let you know something, or if there are any messages from them. And let's see what's gonna come. The first card is the reversed, the Princess of Swords. So this card literally represents the Medusa Gorgona, again from ancient Greece mythology. It represents you, or because it's reversed, so it's you are being disconnected from the such an important area of your past life, such an important time frame. So for me, this is the sign that you really have to concentrate on ancient Greece. There is something for you that's gonna actually set you on fire, something inspirational. When it comes to snake, if you have, because this card really connected with the snakes, if you have a fear of snakes, you either hate them or love them. So if you have fear of snakes, it means you might be in one of your past lives, you died from snakes. If you love them, it means you actually killed someone by using snake poison. It's literally with you, it's either or. I see Nine of Pentacles reverse, Lord of Material Gain, Mercury. Do your research on Mercury. He also was a god, and he was really connected with alchemists. They used him as to represent a lot of things that comes from nature. So do your research on Mercury. Anything that comes to you, because I do believe your spirit's guide is gonna lead you to a place you're supposed to be. They're gonna show you the path. So anything that comes to you when you Google Mercury, it's yours. Take it, especially if it resonates, and whatever information gonna come, it's yours, and this is something that you need to know. Even if it's gonna lead you to alchemy, if it's gonna lead you to chemistry, if it's gonna lead you to like astrology, take it. Explore, because there is something for you that you need to know. Lord of Established Strengths, Three of Wands. This card's heavily associated with astrology and the earth. Also, it represents fall. So we are in the fall, so literally almost there. So these next 3 months, whenever you see number 3, this is confirmation for you that you're on the right path, and this is confirmation that you're coming into your power. When it comes to being yourself, I feel if you can, do a little bit of research on palm reading and astrology. This is something that you can do yourself as a witch. I feel if you ever been connected to any type of readings before, if you ever got any readings from any other readers, you have the ability to do the same type of readings and become like reader yourself. So I think your deities wants to let you know that for you, practice is important. Practicing readings for others is something that is beneficial to you and something that's gonna lead you to discovering who you are actually. I'm gonna pull 2 more cards, another 3 and 7. So when it comes to 3 of Swords in this situation and 3, so you are very emotional sometimes, like you feel so many and you sense so much. This card to me represents empath kind of energy, so you are very empathetic to others. You feel when people are down, you feel when they want to cry. Being a medium, it also tells me that you can feel when the spirits are crying, and people who passed away around you don't want to cry when they are down. So sometimes you pick up energy of not even human beings, you pick up energy of spirits, and that's what makes you sick or drowned of energy. That's what makes you feel down. So make sure sometimes that you protect yourself, that you don't feel sorry for others. Sometimes they don't deserve your energy whatsoever, because you need to concentrate on yourself more. This card represents Mars. Mars, and he also was a god of war. So research gods that for you are more dark, like for example Hades as well. I feel you need to embrace your darkness a little bit more. I need you to concentrate on the things that even makes you scared. So as a witch and as a shaman, you have the ability to enter the realm of demons and the other world, and this is the bottom of your deck, the universe, that it's close for you, because I feel you're not experiencing your darkness. And I feel you might have some blocks when it comes to working with demons or dark spirits or entities, and these blocks, they're not letting you to become fully yourself. But you see the swords, the card is reversed. So when we're talking about darkness and the swords, they actually have a handles in the shape of birds. So when it comes for you, when you see birds, when you see black feathers, those are not the signs from your angel. Those are signs from your demons. Those are the signs that on your path that telling you that you cannot achieve the light if you never dwelt in the darkness. So make sure that you're working on both of your like light and dark, like yin and yang, they cannot go without each other. So there is a moon and there is a sun. Start practicing more dark arts of magic, whatever it is there for you to learn it, and that's how you come to the source of your power, to being yourself. You need to experience everything, you need to face your fears, because otherwise you will never become the witch you are. And your shamanic powers always gonna be connected with the spirits, and not every spirit is angelic. Some spirits are evil, but you have to experience everything yourself if you want to become who you are. Now I'm gonna move on to your candle wax readings. By the way, you also can do candle wax readings, because you are really connected to the nature. So anything that comes to the nature, from nature, like fire, water, earth, like crystals, anything you can touch, and anything that ever touched our earth is something that you can work with. It's so interesting, actually. The candle wax starts pouring right away, so it means you're really connected to fire at the moment. There's something that gives you calmness and balance and some kind of answers when you work with fire. So lit up as much candles as if you want, because it's necessary for you at the moment. So use your fire everywhere you go, for protection, for casting spells, for just decoration. It's something that you need at the moment, for sure. I see that your soul is very open to the spiritual realm. I see that you're open to spirits, you're open to receive messages. I see that you receive a lot of signs, a lot of answers, a lot of guidance, but sometimes you misunderstand the signs, or your mind sometimes becomes very practical or rational. very logical, so you don't think so this is the science for you. You just think it's some kind of like normal things that happens to all the people. So you always don't give credits to the signs that you receive, and this is something that your spirits are really doesn't like about you, because it takes them so hard to convince you that this is the sign, because you always gonna find an explanation, like normal scientific explanation to the things that you see. It's literally if at the moment like the UFO ship gonna be in front of you, you're just gonna say, oh, it's like some kind of experiments from government, nothing to be aware of. You're just gonna dismiss it right away. So this is actually something interesting about you, your mind. It's like your intuition is crazy wild. You're very open to the spirit realm. Oh my god, look at the candle, what's going on with the wax. It's so unusual. So this is your biggest problem. It's like you're really open, you're gifted, you are crazily gifted, you are protected by your ancestors. They are with you at the moment, but yet you question everything 10,000 times. You question everything that comes your way before you actually believe it, or before you actually accept it. So that's what makes it so hard for you to become who you're supposed to be. It's your mind, your rational human mind, that doesn't let you believe in the power that you possess, or doesn't let you to understand that you are what you think you are. It's actually very hard to acknowledge and accept the gifts and abilities. It's very hard to tell yourself like, I'm a witch. So I understand where you're coming from, but this is the only way for you to realize who you are and your full potential. You have to accept who you are, and you have to tell it to yourself that this is it. I am a witch. I am shamanic witch. My blood is special and unique. I'm insanely gifted. I am powerful and I can do whatever I want. Because this is literally should be your mantra for every day. This is who you are. I see you have so many poltergeist experience at home, something always going on, like lights flickering, something moving. Like, I think when people might be scared to even spend the night at your place, because always something happening, but you always explain if it's something like, oh, like electricity being funny, or like my phone doesn't work properly. So you always explain if it's something else, but this is actually poltergeist, supernatural occurrences that happening around you because you're a medium. For you actually being a medium, it means that spirits, they can find you, they can see you, they know that you're a medium, because they usually see mediums differently from, like, for example, from the way they see normal people. So they always know that you can clearly communicate with them, and you can see and sense them and answer them. So that's why they're always gonna bother you. And even if you don't answer, it actually makes them even angrier with you. It's like, why are you playing these tricks on us? Why you don't talk to us? So whenever something crazy happens in your house, it just means that the spirits are there and they came to talk to you. There is something with waterfalls in you. Waterfalls and caves and interesting places of nature. It's like tall mountains, crazy mountains. It's like you're supposed to, in this lifetime, you're supposed to visit interesting, crazy places. You're supposed to explore. Like, exploration is in order for you, like trips. The more you travel, the better for your soul to be in contact with yourself. The more you're stable, the less you feel yourself, the less you happy, the less you even realize your power. The more you stable, the more you grounded, the more you have in your routine, the more your body suffers. You really need to travel. You have crazy dreams, crazy nightmares. I don't think that you ever had like sleep paralysis in the shape or form that's supposed to be happening, but you had some kind of experience that you cannot explain. They don't even make sense to you. It's also something about being a medium and not really working with this, not really acknowledging your spirits. You're really supposed to talk to spirits. You're supposed to be like singing to them. You have the ability to actually receive messages, and you have the abilities to channel the messages. You have the abilities to translate different spirits. You actually can channel messages from different languages and being able to translate them. So make sure you work on that ability. It's very, very rare. And like I said, anything to do with voice, it's very important to your soul, because voice is your it's like your gift. You don't have to become a crazy famous celebrity singer, but you can use your voice to heal people or to even talk, like connect with people. Being a nymph in your past lives, like you probably know from the myth, they used to sing to sailors to trap them in water and to kill them. That's what they say. So voice is something that you still have as a tool of power. Like you can control people just by talking. So for example, you might become an amazing hypnotizer, like hypnosis through your voice, because you know exactly how to say things, how to pronounce them. Also make sure, because you're a born witch shaman, make sure that you never curse people. Even if you mad at people, if you don't like someone, don't say nothing bad to them, because it's gonna happen. Like even if you say like, oh, I wish you disappear, like something might happen to them. Like make sure that you always watch what you say. This is super crazy. So this situation here, like this dark circle on water, it's usually called, it's called portal. It means you have a portal next to you. It's literally you are a gate for spirits to pass. So I think your ancestor, the one who is next to you, he opened this, so you can learn how to talk to spirits. It's always where you are. So always around you. When you walk, you like a disaster walking, because the portal is always open. So even if you, like, people might call you clumsy, but this is not clumsiness, this is your portal. Like, look what's happening. And if you wanna close the portal, use fire. Light up a candle and then take it off. Because portal, I think at the moment it's too dangerous, too crazy for you. You don't know how to work with it, and it doesn't feel good. It actually feels really dangerous. Like I have like goosebumps talking about this portal. So light a candle and turn it off. It's like blind yourself and turn it off. And this is gonna help you to like come back to your senses for at least few minutes or few hours, depends on how active the portal is. If you want to permanently close this portal, it happens to do with grounding your body. So connect to the earth, connect to black crystals, like put a lot of black crystals in your room, and ask for your ancestor to close the portal, because you don't want it. Like literally just talk to him like he's in front of you, and he's gonna help you close this portal, because it's very uncomfortable. Unless you know how to work with it, it's actually an amazing thing that when you invoke any deity or any spirit, they're gonna come right away, because the portal is you. I think that's all that I want to tell you at the moment. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity and for shooting this reading for you. Good luck with everything on your magical journey. I hope you realize how special you are, and honestly, good luck with everything. Your path is amazing and your future is like crazy amazing. So just good luck with being yourself.